and let's take a look at them and see if they're going to be really safe. And also, I would expect that they provide a timeline publicly, especially to the over now 65,000 people who have signed the petition. They owe that timeline to us to know when we are going to be seeing the removal of this chemical.
Well, again, I am so excited. People get excited when their team wins the Super Bowl, or they get excited when, somebody says, oh, cool car. I get excited about reversing the trend that America is a dumping ground for Agent Orange, for plastic in the food, for melamine in the milk. I mean, it's a joke what they get away with, and it needs to stop. And then meanwhile, they'll try to shut down a municipal water supply if it's got 1 part per billion of arsenic or something that studies show doesn't even do anything. So the government on one end will harass people using standards that are too high if it doesn't make sense. But if there's a lobby, a corporate lobby out there, they'll use overregulation to tax and control local governments and people. But then when it comes to big agri, they've just been given a free rein. I mean, talk about, because I know you're an expert on this, Monsanto and how they own the courts and the revolving door in Republican and Democratic administrations, and how they can infect people's crops and then go sue them in court, and you get in trouble because their crops got into your crop. It's incredible.
It is absolutely incredible. And, in 2007, when Barack Obama stood before the Food Democracy Now! Crowd and everyone and said that we all deserve to know what's in our food, and that he would fight for labeling of GMOs, and then turn around and hire the Secretary of Agriculture to be Tom Vilsack, someone in the back pockets of Monsanto and the Corn Refiners Association. That was a real big slap in the face. And that's why I stood up at the DNC and why I ran to be a delegate, so that I could make all of our voices heard around this issue, because it's really sad that the U.S. government is allowing seed, life, food to be patented by companies and then owned and controlled, and then furthermore owning and controlling farmers who have no control over how seeds fly in the wind and how they cross-pollinate and end up on different land, and then allowing these companies to sue these farmers for their farmland to get back money to these big conglomerate chemical companies. And let's just remember why who's creating these genetically engineered seeds. It's all of the big chemical companies. It's Monsanto, Dow, Syngenta, BASF. They are all in the business of selling chemicals. So if you think that they're going to create a seed that doesn't involve their chemical, the Agent Orange, the Roundup, all of these different toxic, life-threatening type of chemicals on these seeds, you've got something else coming, because that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to sell more chemicals, and they're trying to put more on the land and pollute the earth. And what's really sad is that ever since GMOs have been introduced, over 400 million more pounds of herbicides have been sprayed on our land. And I can't even imagine what is going to happen to Iowa in the future, if it's going to be a toxic wasteland or not.
Oh, it's in all the tap water all over the place. It's a nightmare. Vani Hari, the Food Babe's with us for one more segment. But before we go to break, I wanted to ask you, a lot of times when they take one emulsifier plastic out, softener, I notice they'll just add another one. Kind of like they'll get rid of aspartame, but then put in basically the same thing under another name. Do you expect them to really try to clean their food up? Because I'd like to be able to eat at Subway.
Well, I would too. It'd be so nice to be able to stop there on the road, or, because they're everywhere.
It'd be nice to have fast food that wasn't poison.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of times you're on a road trip. Where is there?
Yeah, and really, honestly, the only place to eat right now is Chipotle, because they are removing GMOs, and you can get a nice organic black bean salad with some guacamole and avoid GMOs, and have mostly organic ingredients. But with Subway, it'll be really hard to eat there unless they really clean up all their breads and take out, again, the GMOs, the yeast extract, the hidden MSG that kills your brain cells, that makes you addicted to their food. Remember that taste, and eat more than you should, and the caramel coloring.
It's a conspiracy. Stay there. Let's come back and talk about what you're planning next with the Food Babe.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
You can eliminate inflammation and pain. You can eliminate constipation or irritable bowels. You can flatten your tummy without exercises, and you can make your complexion clearer and more youthful. You can feel good from the inside out. Find out that as far back as 1749, what was able to reverse one man's death sentence and open up 160 spas to dispense this life-giving food. Call 866-844-1047. That's 866-844-1047.
From 1946 to 1989, during the period known as the Cold War, the enemies of freedom sent teams into their own citizens' homes in order to place listening devices and cameras. They tracked the movements and personal relationships of anyone they could in order to preserve the power of the state. 25 years later, you carry a tracking beacon with you and bug your own homes with your cell phone. History is repeating itself.
Tear down this wall.
Go to privacycase.com today and get a privacy case. Let's protect ourselves from this high-tech iron curtain that is trying to crush our right to privacy. The American-made privacy case uses military-grade shielding technology to stop these criminals and thieves in their tracks. Go to privacycase.com today and use coupon code GCN for 10% off. privacycase.com.
American gardeners and fellow patriots, make the right choice with your money, time, and your family food supply. Choose 100% pure heirloom seeds in the Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com. Why spend more? The Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com is only $37.95 and includes 20 varieties of pure, hardy, easy-to-grow heirloom seeds. Yes, only $37.95. That's 70% less than our competitors. You could buy 3 Survival Seed Vaults for less than one of theirs. The Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com includes detailed planting and seed-saving instructions and ships same day. Plus, all orders over $49 ship free. MyPatriotSupply.com is American-owned by patriots like you, passionate about freedom and preparedness. Call now, 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Or discover more emergency preparedness items when you order at MyPatriotSupply.com. Choose the original. Choose the Survival Seed Vault at MyPatriotSupply.com.
If you ever wanted to get off the grid and start generating your own supply of electricity, this will be the most important message you'll ever hear. Hi, I'm Brian Brody with a time-sensitive solar generator offer from Solutions from Science. Remember, solar generators provide life-saving electrical power, and unlike gas generators, solar generators run quietly, emit no fumes, and produce free electricity from the sun. Here's the good news. Our Power Hub solar generator on sale now is one of our most powerful solar generators, and due to an overwhelming demand from our customers, we've recently restocked this remarkable solar workhorse. The Power Hub is easy to use. Just point, plug, and power up. Even better, with dramatic price reductions on the Power Hub, with bonuses worth thousands of dollars. There's never been a better time to get off the grid and generate your own private supply of electricity. Go to solargeneratorfreedom.com to learn more. That's solargeneratorfreedom.com. Get off the grid. Go to solargeneratorfreedom.com. That's solargeneratorfreedom.com.
Such a sweet, sweet thing till they got a hold of me with their GMOs and their glyphosates and all their red dye number 5s, and the cancer rate went up 3,000%. Till Monsanto'd me. I bought all the government's bull, but with me, and I'm getting real shot down, and I'm feeling me. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to be mean when it comes to this and get in their face and point out what they're doing. And our guest, the Food Babe, is simply amazing. We got 5 minutes left of this short segment. I got a very special video coming up after that, and then right back to your phone calls and some breaking news as well. But Vani Hari joins us. And, folks, we have victory every time we take action together because what the globalists are doing is so outrageous. And used to, they would just go, oh, this plastic's good for you. Now they go, the government said we're allowed to, so you can't sue us, but we're taking it out. And what she's doing and what others are doing is the blueprint of victory. Vani Hari, other key points you'd like to relay to people and give us an idea of what's next, because I can't wait to have you on about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, what I want everyone to realize is that, you know, there is a lot of power when you make your voice heard, when you share this information with your friends and family, when you tell someone who may not know, maybe you're walking by and someone's about to walk into a Subway. What if you were to just take the second and say, hey, did you know there's plastic in their bread? And just open people's eyes, because that's what's really going to change this world. Imagine everybody becoming aware of what's really in their food and the amount of change that can quickly occur. I mean, this change happened in 24 hours, you know, this announcement. And imagine if so many more people were to really become awake. So what I want to challenge everyone listening here today and viewing this is, you know, voice your concerns about the food system. When you see a petition that you resonate with and you agree with that, hey, we shouldn't have GMOs in Cheerios, or we shouldn't have, plastics in our bread, or caramel coloring, or any of these other ingredients, or MSG, flame retardants in the case of Gatorade. You know, Gatorade used to have flame retardants in it until a teenager in Mississippi spoke up about it and started a petition. So we are really powerful when we speak up and we bind together and we make our voice heard. And I think what was so amazing about this action is not only did they go sign the petition, but people went inside the Subway restaurants and started questioning the franchise owners and the managers and the people working there. And those people got upset and started contacting the headquarters going, what are we selling here? You know, they didn't even understand that they were selling plastic to their people. So imagine us doing that for every single chemical we encounter at the grocery store and at fast food restaurants and other places. We really have the power to change. And like I said last time I was on, the most critical thing you can do is what you decide to put in your mouth every single day. And if you make that decision, vote with your dollars, you really can change the world.
I tell you, I just get so excited about everything that's going on. And it's just a beautiful thing to see you taking action and all the success you've had resonating with the people and all these other great activists. I'm not trying to give people a pep talk here. It's true. We could really turn society around if more people just start taking action. Like every time I'm in a gas station or a convenience store, my kids want some candy or some gum, and let's say we've been hiking, so they deserve it or whatever. It's so hard to find anything that doesn't have all the new aspartame derivatives in it that'll make my kids go blind on record and brain damage them, and is an excitotoxin, and there's all these other chemicals, and I look up what it is, and it's always petrochemicals. I mean, and then other countries don't allow it. Sometimes I go to Whole Foods, I can get like German candy and stuff that's actually good and doesn't give you a headache. I mean, it's like, can't we just have normal food here?
Exactly. You know, it kills me. You mentioned gum. Every time I go past a counter at, you know, the CVS, the Walgreens, the drugstore, or at the normal grocery store, and I see all of those things that are marketed towards children that are real low on the shelf, full of all these chemicals, not only plastics and MSG and aspartame, but BHT, that really nasty ingredient that's banned all over the world, and all the artificial food dyes that require a warning label for you to have it in other countries. It's really frightening, and I guarantee, you know, we really are changing the world faster than we even can imagine if we start to speak up. So I just hope everyone joins me. Come over to foodbabe.com, see what's going on, and
all right. You're awesome. Thank you so much, and we'll have you back with your new initiative.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run.
We'll be right back with a special
Alex
video
Jones
report.
and the GCN Radio Network.
Thank you, Bonnie. facts are in. The studies are legion. Sodium fluoride and other toxic members of the fluoride family are devastating the health and cognitive ability of the American people. So why are the social engineers adding it to the water? Simple.